Hey guys, I'm Chewy Mew, but my real name is Eric, and welcome to another Chewy Mew review. Toybiz Marvel Legends Sinister 6 box set. Today we're taking a look at Venom. But Venom, on the other hand, this Venom doesn't suck at all. Let's take a look at that face. This is very much like classic 80s era Venom. The body doesn't have much 3D sculpting. It does have some sculpting, but it doesn't have crazy wrinkles. It doesn't have as much sculpting as the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man has so much sculpting, it's offensive in the best way. The Venom's face has so much sculpting though. You can see all the teeth sculpted, kind of like a shark. It looks like they painted the mouth inside red, but all the paint bled onto the teeth. A hiccup there, funny. A lot of the teeth they look like they're painted red. It looks like his teeth are bleeding, or like he has blood on his teeth. Even that one tooth right there in the front. The one tooth there on the front looks like it has blood on it. I love that they sculpted that. The eyes look kind of like the sculpting is popping out a bit on both sides. This one not as bad, but the paint, I think the paint is like wearing off on the eyes. You can see he's got a bunch of wrinkles all over his eyebrows. Another thing is the figure originally had joints here where you could pull them and the arms would come out a bit. Actually, if I grab the Spider-Man has those joints kind of where when you pull it, the arm goes like this a bit. Not the butterfly joint, but a separate joint that kind of pulls like that. The Venom had it too, but I think the arms broke off, like the joints broke from up here and the arms fell off, so my mom, being the expert that she is, she super glued these on. There was no way to fix this joint without like making holes on the figure. So she super glued the arms back in. That way all the arm joints still work fine, except those don't work anymore. Also, his waist here, it broke as well, so you can't rotate the waist. And like I said in a lot of the past reviews, all of the figures in this box set have some kind of wear and tear, some kind of damage to them, which the Venom has quite a bit. The Spider-Man sadly has the most because the broken neck and the joints not moving and stuff. But also, you can take a look at the spider logo. It has a lot of blue on it. I wish it didn't have as much blue, but also it's got nipples. Nipples on both sides. And if you look close enough here, you can see in the right lighting, he's got a belly button there. And I guarantee you, Toybiz or Hasbro would never sculpt nipples or a belly button on a Venom figure. I'm calling it now. Toybiz putting belly buttons on figures. I should put that on a t-shirt. Toybiz makes belly buttons. You can see he's got some pretty thick thighs here. Like I said with the Spider-Man, they have like the ball leg looking things here, because I know some people that don't like Toybiz, they make fun that, oh, they have balls for leg joints, which, yeah, it looks weird, but on this Venom figure, it looks kind of strange. We compare that to the Spider-Man legs here. You can tell that they're ball legs, but with how thick his legs are, they look normal. On the Venom, which here's a height comparison too, he towers over Spider-Man, which that's great as well. The Venom's legs are really thick, and the balls aren't as thick. The Spider-Man, his legs are thick, but so are the balls. So, on Spider-Man, it looks good. On Venom, it looks a little weird. The shoulders are really big, which I think look really good on Venom. However, the legs aren't. One thing as well is the arms here. There's like this big gap in between the arms where when you bend the elbow, it doesn't go in super lot, but it still goes in better than 90 degrees, which that's pretty good. The knees do the same thing, but look at all this sculpting. There's not too much 3D stuff popping out like on the Spider-Man, but it still has a pretty good amount. You can see here on the I don't know why the below the ankle or above the ankle it gets pretty narrow there. Well, I guess because you can't really grow much muscle right there because that's kind of bony. You can see the foot here on the bottom of the foot. On the bottom of the feet, it doesn't say anything. Or does it? No, it doesn't say. Oh, it says. Does it say anywhere? I don't think the Venom. Oh, it does. It says it on the back here, which, because it's black, it's going to be really hard to see. It says 2004 Marvel Entertainment Toybiz Worldwide 2004 Made in China. You can't see that, but just trust me, that's what it says. Also, he's got some black veins, or some like grayish veins on here. They didn't paint them black, but as a kid, I painted them black with Sharpie, and Sharpie comes off because Sharpie doesn't stay good on a figure. The claws were also painted gray, which I painted them black. I think it looked a lot better like this. You can also see the white spider, or the white square with the little black dot in the middle. Here's a spider on the back. Pretty good looking spider on the back. The one on the front looks better. There's a bug in here. I think a bug got in my room when I let my dogs back in from outside. You can see how the webbing, or the spider logo, continues on. Camera focus. You can see how the webbing carries on through the figure all the way to the back. I think that's pretty good that it carries on like it's supposed to. Also, this spider, this Venom, it's not your typical. It's not the Venom that like is super popular with the crazy tongue and the really crazy big muscular body that doesn't look too human. I kind of prefer this design where he looks like he's got the Venom. He has just like the evil grin of teeth, a normal sized body, just really buff. Like this figure kind of looks like just Eddie Brock, you know? Like when Peter gets the black suit, it just looks like Peter Parker wearing a black costume. Whereas Venom, I think that looks good. Like with Venom, when Eddie Brock gets the symbiote, because he got really ripped before he got the symbiote, so it's getting really muscular. It looks pretty much like Eddie Brock's body would, just the difference is he has huge claws now and a Venom face. To me, this looks cool. I think this looks really cool. But let's go over his articulation. I'm going to move my camera up a bit. There you go. And so his head rotates all the way around. The head looks up really, really good. And it looks down very good as well. A lot of movement there in the head. Really good. The arms rotate all the way around. They go up all the way. Very good. He did have kind of like a joint where the arms would stick out like I showed you. But unfortunately, it broke, so it doesn't have that. Upper rotation in the bicep. Double bend in the elbow. That's kind of blocked by how big this elbow space there is. Rotation here in the wrist. A hinge in the wrist. And this thumb bends inward like that. Whereas on this hand, the thumb bends like this. Like you see how his thumb is curved like that? It bends in like this, and it bends like that. Whereas the other thumb is curved. It's like straight up. It's straight that way, whereas the other one's going this way. Which I like that they gave him different thumbs. The single index finger moves, and the other three fingers move together. On the other hand, he's got the same thing. The waist would rotate all the way around, but unfortunately it broke. He does hunch over pretty good, and he leans back very good as well. The legs kick up a little, about 90 degrees, and of course, Venom can do the splits. I don't know if Sabretooth could do the splits, but Venom totally can. Rotation here in the upper leg, double bend in the knee, rotation here in the boot. The foot kicks back pretty good, goes forward pretty good, and rotation here in the ankle, and the toe bends, not too much, but bends a little bit. You know, a little bit of toe bend is better than nothing. Hasbro. And alright, that's going to be all for this Venom. Let me just think about this Venom, or this figure. Let me just think about this design of Venom. I'm kind of in favor of this design. I think this looks pretty cool. Actually, I'm kind of torn between this style of Venom and the modern style. But let me know which style of Venom you prefer. Let me just think about this figure, and if you like the video, you know, leave a like. If you have any friends you think would want to watch this review and my other reviews, share the video with them. I want people to watch my videos. I want more people to know about my channel, and maybe my channel will get big one day. You never know. I'll maybe beat PewDiePie. But either way, that's going to be all for this review. I will see you guys in the next one. Wow.